Thank you. The gentleman from the Northern Mariana Islands, Mr. Sablan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this hearing. Good morning to all the panelists. Welcome, Journey. I hope that you will remember forever this moment in your life and how your mother is sharing her story with us, because that story has you as a part in it, a major part. I'd also like to take an opportunity, the privilege to recognize in the audience a student from the Northern Marianas who is attending school here in Washington, D.C., Olivia. So your name's in the record for good. She doesn't like that, but anyway. I come from a place where we have a community college, a two-year college. 90% of our students qualify for a Pell Grant. And when I went to college, I had to come here as a foreign student. My father had a family of 7 children to raise. He was making $1.25 an hour, and he lost his job. I couldn't just go and get a job because I needed to get immigration to approve it as well. So it wasn't easy for me to finish college, to be very honest. Ms. Parker, congratulations. I mean, you're in my prayers too. You will succeed also, I agree with. But Chancellor Morrison Shedler, you may not know this, but again, my district in the Northern Marianas and American Samoa are the only 2 U.S. jurisdictions without a 4-year public university. Each hosts a single community college. Our students face the cost of non-resident tuition at 4-year institutions, as well as the extra travel cost to attend school in Hawaii, 4,000 miles away from home, or almost 8,000 miles away from your school. As a member of this committee, I've worked and I continue to work on legislation to help reduce the cost for my constituents. I must compliment your state for committing the resources to be able to make college affordable and also make sure the students are nurtured too. I will submit my questions for the record, but as a university chancellor, do you believe the federal government has a role to play in assisting students with unique college costs, such as those from the Marianas and American Samoa?
The federal government has a number of things in place, and as I mentioned earlier, I think the way to help people is to make sure that those grants and loans that are available are able to be easily attained. In North Carolina, we subsidize the in-state students of the $500 per semester. We also have a $2,500 for out-of-state. But we also have an 18% cap on the number of out-of-state students that we can take into North Carolina. And I think that's something that one has to be aware of when we're funding the students in North Carolina. I will say that we are very fortunate at Western Carolina University, and within the system, actually, 50% of the students who come from out of state to North Carolina end up staying in the state of North Carolina. And so that is a great investment in North Carolina and allows people to give back to the economy within North Carolina.
Right, thank you. And for me, we prefer that you educate our students and then they come back home and use what they learn. But Ms. Parker, college students in the Marianas and across the country are juggling work, parenting, and school. In fact, 1 in 4 students nationwide are parents. More than 1 in 3 are older than 25, and almost 2 out of 3 work while in college. So what supports made it easier for you to remain in college, persist?
Thank you. Thank you for your wishes earlier. I've been connected to resources, and that's what's been able to get me to completion. For example, the biggest help, I would say, was being connected to the Jobs and Family Services representative on campus. I went to visit the representative for child care costs. I needed help getting child care costs to be approved while I was in school, and Journey was daycare at the time. When I went to speak to the job, the family services representative, she also let me know that I could enroll for additional benefits, so the health care, the food stamps, and then I was also referred to in that same department, not through her specifically, but to Scholar House for the student parent housing. It takes the platform of all of those put together for me to be able to get to completion.
Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, my time is up. Will submit questions for the record. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.